The NBA is under 30 days away from tipping off. Thank effing God. I need the NBA back in my life. And certain players and coaches are already in midseason form, including Coach Gregg Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs, already clowning on reporters as he should be, because he's an icon when it comes to the press conference, when it comes to the mid-game interview. Let's have a quick look at what he was up to at the media day yesterday.
Last year at this time, it was the debut of the beard. Sticking with it.
Obviously. Are there some questions here you're going to ask me, or what are we going to do?
We're going to talk some hoops.
Good.
Let's talk about what you've talked a limited amount about. No?
The beard. Come on, let's get to the basket.
Here we go.
Come on, it's easy.
3, 2. Coach, you've spoken a few times this summer about losing the camaraderie with several new faces coming in. What can you do in camp to try and speed up the process?
I don't remember saying that. I think you made that up.
You did a couple of interviews, one with Tom Tolbert.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Tell us, you obviously know LaMarcus Aldridge from having to scout him many times over the years. What have you learned about him that wasn't on the scouting report as you've gotten to know him since he's become a Spur?
Nothing. I haven't seen him.
Okay. What about the time you spent with him during the recruiting process and just getting to know him as a person?
I didn't talk to him too much. We just talked about who we are. I'm screwing with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm just getting ready for the season.
That's good.
See, so that's why I'm doing this.
That's good. Well, so am I. This is good.
This isn't all this. You can cancel all this stuff. Now we can start the real interview.
What, is somebody punking me? Whose line is that? Whose line is that?
Yeah, that's my line.
That's line.
Okay, now we'll start from the beginning. You can ask me about my beard and everything. I just wanted to prepare myself to go talk to all those jerks over there, too. So.
Oh, I thought you were going to let me not be a jerk.
No, you're out of it.
So, mid-season. Greg,
I was just like, I was like, it can't be that serious. Like, it can't be serious.
That is really what he's like in the press conference, but it's great to see that he acknowledges the fact that he knows that he's an ass in the press conferences, and if you ask stupid questions, you're going to get stupid answers.
Yeah.
And he's been doing this for years, and some people are even afraid to ask him questions, but it's a good thing because it's with coaches like Popovich, like when Ben, and we've done clips with Ben Mankiewicz where, and I agree with him on this, get rid of the mid-quarter, halftime reporter.
I agree.
It's useless.
Yeah.
They're pointless to the game. You have 1.5 questions to get in, and they're always the same question. If you're up at the half, it's always, what did your team do right in the first half they're going to carry into the second half?
And if
you're down, it's, what did you do wrong in the first half that your team needs to do in the second half? It's the most obvious question, and it's like, the coach is just going to give you an honest answer.
The worst thing I seen was this weekend. I was watching boxing on NBC, and they're asking one of the trainers whilst he's trying to coach his boxer throughout the rounds. It's like, what do you think he's doing right now? Jab, jab. Yeah, he's trying to jab, jab, jab. It's like, what are you going to get? I understand we try to get as much media coverage as we can, like, especially, no offense, I'm going to stat check here. I do believe the NBA is in America, right? So I'm not going to say, this, everywhere else they might do this, right? But in America, it's like you want to overload people with as much information about what's going on, like post-press conferences, pre-press conferences, halftime conferences, what we can do to basically find out what's going on. For me, I don't know if I just don't care that much. I want to watch the game, and if they're down at the half, then I'm going to actually think to myself, they're going to try and win. They're going to try and find their way back.
My care is the post-game press conference.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there's an importance to that because A, it's in their contracts that they have to do it, which is, I think, is a fair thing that is incorporated into most American and world sports.
Yeah.
Mourinho and Van Gaal.
Yeah, they do.
Two of the best press conference givers in the world.
It's always post. I'm always waiting for the post because you want to see their reaction, especially those that are known to blow up or those that are known to be like that, because that's entertaining until you're the guy asking the questions.
Right, and it's great. And even if it's like,
well, that guy looked as if he was about to spit his dummy out the pram.
Well, you have
that is
really not an easy assignment to be like, okay, media day, everyone else. What are you going to ask Gregg Popovich, who you know, who you've seen?
Well, I'm not going to start off with his beard, even if
that's what's so funny.
Joked about that, but I wouldn't start with that
because the guy who's writing this beforehand is probably going like, well, maybe we should go lighthearted and start off with his beard. If we start off with his beard, maybe he'll get into other questions.
And that's when some guy comes in behind him in a cameo appearance and goes, "No, how about no? We don't do that." And then pop back out.
There were some more interesting tidbits from NBA Media Day, including a great Q&A via Twitter with Andrew Bogut of the Golden State Warriors. So I think I have a few of the tweets. I want to run through some of those tweets before we get to Kevin Love. So he did a Q&A. He took over the Golden State Warriors account. So are you going to see Jared Hayne at Levi's this season? That's where the 49ers play. I want to, yes, but it gets better. That's a nice little start to it. Do you see this year's team repeating? No, our goal for the season is to finish 9th. And then he continues to say, one more, which is even better. He goes, what could you bring this year to the table? A chair.
Those are the jokes that get me every time, man. Those are amazing. Jason, what do you call an alligator in a vest? A curious alligator in a vest.
I don't know.
An investigator. Those are the type of jokes that I would tweet out if I was to take over someone's Twitter
Such
account.
a terrible, terrible joke. But and of course also Kevin Love. Kevin Love stole the show with a really bad haircut, and Twitter has no chill. Kevin Love, 80s porn hair edition. And there's one more. Seth Rogen, Circa Freaks and Geeks, is a big fan of Kevin Love's new hair. They look exactly alike. Great show, Freaks and Geeks on Netflix. Make sure to watch it because it is quite fun, quite friendly. No, you're not sponsored by them. I am just giving Judd Apatow a little plug because he's deserving of it.
Yeah, and then the next talking point I heard, I mean, when I done my research on the media day and I heard it all over the radio today, everyone obviously in LA infatuated with Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant, in usual Kobe Bryant form, this year's like I'm feeling really excited about this year. I feel really excited about this, and then I'm just like, I understand that, but are you going to continue to push yourself past the extent to which you should because you're so driven and so focused, but then injure yourself again? Is that probably going to happen again?
Here's my judge and jury on Kobe.
Okay.
It does not matter what happens. If he gets injured in a week, his career is done. He's retiring. It's fine. If he plays 82 games, scores 30 points a game, doesn't matter. His legacy is cemented. And here's the quick example as to why. Michael Jordan retired and then came back again for a second time. Not just with the Bulls. He did it later in his career.
Yeah.
Came back to the Wizards. Nobody remembers except crazy basketball fanatics like me when he missed a dunk.
Yeah.
Went up for a dunk and he almost couldn't get there and then he missed. Nobody remembers that. What they remember is, oh, the Michael Jordan who won 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls, who was an MVP of the league year after year after year. Mm-hmm. The same with Kobe Bryant. What's going to be remembered is Kobe and Shaq. What's going to be remembered is Kobe and Pau and that Kobe's team in 2009 and 2010, where he went off for averaging a ridiculous 35 points a game in a season. Like, it doesn't matter what happens this year, but it's certainly entertaining to watch people freak out about it.
Yeah, of course, and it's like that. I guess it's just a confidence thing with Lakers fans. Is like they are borderline depressed for what's going on.
Because they're so used to winning. It's like the Yankee fans who go like, "Oh, we haven't seen our team win in like 4 years."
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of we talked about them in terms of their draft picks and everything else. I guess there's a lot of momentum, a lot of buzz around the Lakers. So maybe it's just a means to like if Kobe's going to be there. But I disagree. I don't think that he could just not be as useful. I think he can be useful if used sparingly, but as we know with his relationship with the coaches, especially right now, that's not going to be the case.
I thought you were going to perfectly say if we know with his relationship with the basketball.
Yeah, but we know with his relationship on the court is that he's not going to do that. If he's going to play, he's going to play 100%. Whereas they could do a Andrea Pirlo of basketball and use him in those moments when you need him
to the MLS.
Send him to the MLS.
It was... That's actually really funny, but because he does play soccer.
He does. He likes
I'm in the rare breed of American sports fans who still defends Tom Brady and Kobe Bryant. I don't know why I haven't been chased out of town.
Nice. I'll chase you out of town. That term is funny for me. Get out of town.
All right, well, you can comment in the comment section below, which is where people comment and leave their comments. What if they didn't call it the comment section? Give me another name for the comment section.
Leave it in the box. Easy. Easy peasy.